Hi, I'm Molly. I work at the Beesbury West Ashley Library, and I'm here today to show you an easy craft that upcycles old book pages into these really lovely bookmarks. I think everyone probably has a book at home that's falling apart, and of course you can recycle books, but before you do, maybe take out a handful of pages to use for crafting purposes. Here's what you'll need for this craft. Cardstock. I chose black. You can choose whatever color you like. Just cut them out. Cut your cardstock into rectangles that look like the right size for a bookmark, in your opinion. This is maybe a 2.5 by 8. You can go a little smaller, a little larger, whatever you'd like. You'll need book pages. So you really need something with dense text, a novel, or maybe like a history book. You don't want a lot of pictures. You don't want a glossy page. You can easily get 3 bookmarks from 1 page, so keep that in mind. If you don't have a book at home that's falling apart that you could use for this, just go online. You can print facsimile pages of public domain books, and that'll work just fine. You're going to need ribbon for the tassels on top. A glue stick is probably your best friend with positioning the butterflies on the bookmarks. You could probably use Elmer's, but this is just so easy. You're going to need scissors. You're going to need something that can laminate the bookmark. If you have access to a laminator, that's a wonderful choice. You can also use contact paper. I've even heard of using packing tape, like really carefully applying packing tape to both sides, just to seal in the butterflies. Because they are painted, there is a chance they could bleed through to a book if they're not sealed in with some sort of laminate. You're going to need watercolor paints. You really can't substitute any other kind of paint because you want the paint to be translucent enough that you can still read the words. That's the charm of this craft. I have, like, if you have watercolor pens, that would work fine too. I've seen those around. And then finally, you're going to need paper punches. So for the craft today, I've chosen this butterfly punch. I had this set of punches lying around. I never used them until I came up with this craft. This is just like a 1-inch punch. You can get these at your local craft store or online. They're very handy for this sort of craft. There are different shapes you can get too. I've got flowers, circles. I made one bookmark that's like falling leaves, kind of cool, in fall colors. So this is just sort of a jumping off point, and you can use this technique with a lot of things. Like, I think the punched butterflies will look gorgeous on a card, or you could even maybe glue them to a like paint a canvas in a coordinating color and just glue them on. I think that would be very, very cool looking. There's a lot you can do with this concept. So once your pages have dried and you're ready to cut out your butterflies, here's a really pretty one I did, kind of peacock colors. So you want to start at the bottom of the page. If there's a whole lot of blank space at the bottom, sometimes I just trim. Because you really do want text on every little bit of this. And you take your page, start at the bottom. I do them upright so they're more legible. And just fit that in, press it down. Go until you see like maybe 3/4 of the butterfly, and then do it again. And that way you don't waste a whole lot of paper between the butterflies. Cool. And once you've got a whole strip, just cut that strip off. There's probably a crafty use for that, but I haven't figured it out yet. Then you just keep going. This page kind of matches the punch. And if you wanted to get children to help, like this is a very safe thing to do. And they'd probably have fun doing that. So once you have your butterflies ready, get your cardstock, bookmark. I found this really great Jacqueline Woodson quote, and position it. You really just need a light application of glue stick because we're going to be laminating these. So stick that on and let the butterflies sort of have a sense of movement. And if you overlap a few with the quote, it looks really good. And just continue up the bookmark, leaving room right at the top for the hole we're going to punch to for the ribbon. So once you're happy with your bookmark design, go ahead and laminate it using the method of your choice. It does look really good, right? And the very finishing touch is to add the hole for the ribbon. So take your hole punch, make your little hole. And my favorite way to make the tassel is to make a loop with a ribbon, insert the loop through the hole, bring the tails through the loop, and pull them tight. And you've got a very lovely bookmark. So there you have it. You've now created a collection of stunning butterfly bookmarks, and they're ready to give out to friends and family. If you're giving someone a book as a gift, just stick one of these inside and it will be a very welcome addition. So I'm Molly from the Bees Fairy West Ashley Library. Happy summer reading!